Hey boys, Fraser McIntosh here. I was a student at NBC, finished in 2014, and I certainly didn't have to deal with the disruption that you have to deal with at the moment with the pandemic, and alert levels certainly hadn't been invented back then. So I just wanted to share some words of encouragement for you going into the business end of the year with study leave and exams coming up. For myself, I remember that first lockdown last year. I was working at Team New Zealand, and it was massively disruptive for us. We were in the middle of our sailing program, and then suddenly we had to just stop what we were doing, stay at home for 4 weeks, and then work out how we were going to, go back to work and operate at a high level that's required when you're doing that sort of sailing. And one of the things we did, which it's a really simple thing, but we had a 5 minute meeting right before we left for sailing every sailing day, and that was just to go over the plan for the day and create a little trigger to get into that zone of, right, now we're sailing. And then similarly at the end of the day we'd have a debrief, and that would be to put a full stop on the day, go over everything that had happened and make a plan for the next day. And so we had those two meetings that sort of created a space mentally for us to be in the zone we needed to be. And that's something that you could use for yourself as well. When you're studying or whatever it might be, you can have a little trigger. It might be boiling a cup of tea, or it might be going for a run around the block and then having a shower, and then you're in the zone for studying or whatever it might be. And similarly, a way of switching off, maybe it's getting up and just walking outside, having a breath of fresh air, but some way of switching off so it doesn't become an endless sort of day where you're always thinking about studying, which can easily happen when you're sort of stuck at home during a lockdown or all that sort of thing. So that's just maybe a little thing you can think about doing if it suits you. But other than that, I just wanted to say, there's plenty of people like me, old boys, who are keeping an eye on what's going on back at NBC, and wishing everyone there all the best for all their endeavours. Despite the disruption, there's still plenty of opportunities around you for the rest of the year. So I just hope that you make the most of them. Cheers.